Right Wing Watch, a subsidiary group from People for the American Way, has made themselves the point of conversation following the publishing of a new article detailing YouTube blood sports being a haven for the alt-right. The article also was linked on the Southern Poverty Law Center's Hate Watch. In this article, Andy Warski, Tonkasaw, and others are considered guilty by association in regards to the alt-right. These people are accused of giving a louder voice to hatred. If you were there for the creation of Andy's alternative mean persona, or for any morning Kumite, you would know fairly quick that the idea is to provide equal opportunity for all people to speak. Everyone is always invited, at least from what I have gathered from the hours that I have watched. This would be nothing new to Jared Holt, the author of the article, who routinely writes hit piece articles for lack of a lesser term. I was previously familiar with him due to the articles written about Styx Hexenhammer, calling him many things he is clearly not. This has happened with enough frequency that Styx, at least, sees Right Wing Watch and their blog posts as organized attacks on the new media. I find it likely that he is right, especially knowing what I now know. Right Wing Watch is a group created from an organization called People for the American Way. Would you be surprised if I told you that Tony It's Art Bro Podesta was a former president of this organization? Or that one of the many donors listed is none other than George Soros? Amusingly, Alec Baldwin is even listed on their board of directors. A piece of advice: if you ever find yourself working on the sides of one of these people, let alone all three, you might want to reevaluate your position on the matter. Who would have a relationship with Jared Holt but Mike Cernovich and Jack Posobiec? This isn't intended to be guilt by association, but rather pointing out that both of these new right personalities seem to roll out the red carpet for Jared Holt. Cernovich gave Holt a free VIP ticket, which is valued at $500, and even then is somewhat difficult to obtain from what I have gathered. Some of the guests that had this VIP ticket commented on the event, saying how concerns of theirs of the event that they brought up to staff were dismissed off and they were called complainers. There is certainly no problem with socializing, especially with your adversaries, but I would like to point out how friendly they appear to be with one another. And Right Wing Watch, for the record, has done an article, at least on Mike Cernovich. Now that we have the informative part of the video out of the way, here are a couple of clips from a few streams that I was watching regarding this subject. I think you might find it somewhat interesting.
You're listed on the Southern Poverty Law Center's Hate Watch, the SPLC.
For fucking what?
What's that?
YouTube blood sports in alt-right haven.
What?
Congrats, gentlemen. Congrats. You're up there with the KKK and Nazis and everybody else. Nicely done.
It started by an engine.
I think if you get put on this website, you legally can't enter Israel ever again.
What?
If you ever wanted to go to that country, you cannot legally get in now.
I wasn't planning on
For
it.
real?
It's okay.
I'm banned from countries?
You can never, you can never enter Israel. That's the deal.
I got banned from countries over a YouTube show that plays cartoons.
If people are put onto your website as a hate group, are they banned from Israel?
Are they what? I couldn't hear the last part.
Oh, sorry. So I'm saying, are they banned from Israel? Like the country?
Like you're in a hole. I can't really hear you too well.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that better? So my phone is a little bit strange. Is that better? Do you hear me?
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. My phone is a little bit messed up. Fell in the toilet the other day. No, I'm just asking if people are put onto that website, a lot of scary people out there, if they're banned from Israel, the country, for being part of a hate group.
I'm not sure, sir.
No? All right, we are not banned from Israel.
So you are now on not just on the hate watch list, but now you're on a terror watch list as well. I'm sure.
So, in summary, Right Wing Watch is a subsidiary of People for the American Way. People for the American Way is at least partially, but very likely largely funded by George Soros and open border societies. So one might be able to argue that Jared Holt works for George Soros, and Jared Holt now has his eye on internet blood sports, on Andy Warski and Tonkasaw. So what would a person do but call the Southern Poverty Law Center with a fake Jewish accent and ask if they're banned from Israel? GG, Andy. Well, I had to edit this video down just a little bit, so I wanted to add this nice little clip here of Justin Trudeau mansplaining to this girl who said mankind, and he corrects her and says peoplekind. And obviously he should have said humankind, which is the proper nomenclature.
So that's why we came here today to ask you to also look into the policies that religious charitable organizations have in our legislation so that it can also be changed, because maternal love is the love that's going to change the future of mankind. So we'd like you to look into
we like to say people kind, not necessarily mankind.